which you're going to learn how to change the color of something without just painting over the image. Now, you'll see what I mean in a second, and it's actually really, really handy in a lot of different applications, especially in this hybrid animal project, maybe even in your conservation poster project, definitely in your TwoCom appropriation project. So, what you're going to do is you are going to take your paintbrush over here. Now, we know how to make them smaller and larger, softer and harder edges up here, okay? But have you noticed that over here to the right, there's something that says mode and normal? If you hit this arrow down, it provides all these options. Now, if you have time and you want to go through and experiment with all of them, please do, because there's some really cool effects in here. However, we're going to be focusing on all the way at the bottom where it says color. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what color I want to change my sea chicken. So, for example, maybe I wanted to make this whole animal look blue as if it were a fish. I can do that. I am going to use my eyedropper tool to click whatever color I want from the image. You can also always double click on your color picker and choose any other color, but I'm going to stick with blue. And I'm going to take my paintbrush, set to color, and I'm going to paint over the head of my chicken. Now, what did you notice? The areas where the chicken head is, it did its job. It changed the hue of the chicken head to blue and left all the highlights and shadows of the image in place. However, everywhere around it just got painted blue. That's a drawback of this tool that you need to be aware of. It'll only work if you are in the correct layer and it's going over something that exists on that layer. So, for example, let's go back. If I wanted to paint my tail blue, it's not going to work because I'm not on the right layer. Also, I'm behind it. Okay, see how I'm on the chicken head layer? So I'm going to go back again. I'm going to select my tail layer, which I know is that one, and I'm going to paint it in this way. Now, if I go too far, oh no, I can just go to my eraser tool. I can zoom in closer so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And I can erase any extra issues. There we go. Now, if you have a quicker way to do that, by all means, do it a different way, maybe by selecting and deleting or something along those lines. But if you, let's see, I'm going to go back to my head. If you maybe decide this is too intense of a blue, how do you think I could make it more subtle? If you said or thought changing the opacity, you would be right, okay? So lower the opacity so it's more subtle, and then you can go over it a couple times too, okay? This would be helpful if maybe you're combining a mammal with a reptile and you want the whole new animal to be like the reptile's green color, or in this case, you're making a sea chicken, okay? If I want to go to the cat body, so I'm going to delete the extra that I accidentally did down here because I don't like the way that that looks. Also, I would spend time smoothing out this edge because that does not look good. That would not be acceptable. I need to make that a softer edge so it's more realistic. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go to the body now, and I'm going to fill this in with blue too. Okay, so I could make the whole bird continuous. So that is paint color mode. Don't forget, if you're finished, to turn it back to normal, or else you'll be very confused later when it's not working for you if you wanted to use the paintbrush normally. Good luck!